In today's video, we are talking agent bios. And before we dive into it, let's first talk about the purpose of your bio. Your agent bio is a gateway into building trust with your clients. It is really that first impression, virtual first impression, that you are going to capture their attention with. So if you have a crummy bio that is not focused on your target audience, you are going to be missing out on business. So first order of business is identifying your target audience. Before you start to write your bio, you want to make sure that you've identified your target audience. And that really comes down to, who are you trying to target that you want to work with? Are you interested in first-time home buyers? Are you interested in military clients, relocation clients, move-up sellers, downsizers? There are so many different target audiences that are out there. It really is up to you to do the research to determine which audience you personally want to target. Next is crafting a powerful opening. And in today's world, we, myself included, have an attention span that is about this big. So as an agent, you have a very, very limited amount of time to capture your potential client's attention. And in order to do that with your bio, you really need to have your first 1 to 3 sentences be something that is going to want to encourage them to keep reading about you. You could start out with a question. You could start out with your mission statement. You could start out with something that you are going to be offering to your clients. There's a lot of ways to go about it, but when you are writing that opening, keep in mind that that's what's going to either cause them to keep on scrolling or stop and read more about the services and the value that you offer. This is arguably one of the most important components, maybe even the most important component of your bio, because it can make or break whether or not your potential clients keep reading. Next is to highlight your unique selling proposition. And I found that a lot of agents hear unique selling proposition, or USP to shorten it, and think that that means something like a guaranteed home sale program or a love it or leave it buyback program. And that does fall under a USP, but that's not something that you have to do. A USP could be your unique skills that you bring to the table for your clients, or it could also be your specialty. So this ties back into your target audience that you've selected, and that's why it's so important to determine that and really think about your client avatar before starting writing your bio. What I like to do for a USP is think about a pain point for that client that you're targeting, a problem that they have that you know exactly how to solve because you've done it before. So when you're writing your USP, I always come from wanting to be able to provide a solution to a common problem that my target audience has. I find that that is a much simpler way to go about your USP than trying to come up with some detailed program of that, love it or leave it. If they buy a house with you and they don't love it in the first 12 months, then you'll sell it for free or something to that extent. You can do that, but I think that it is a better approach and more effective to come from wanting to provide a solution to a problem that reoccurs in your target audience's life. Now let's talk about showcasing your skills. And this is one that I find new agents really get hung up on, because they're going, well, Amanda, I don't have any skills yet in real estate because I just got my license and the ink hasn't even dried. But I think that's a small way of thinking about it. Think about all of the skills that you've acquired over the years. Maybe you were in operations or customer service before you got your real estate license. Maybe you were a teacher. Maybe you were in a situation where you ran a team of other employees. There are so many skills that you can draw from based on your past career experience and use that to create the skills that you're going to bring to the table for your clients. It doesn't have to be that, oh, I've sold 50 houses or I've sold 500 houses and I've won all of these awards. Clients do not care about the awards, and quite frankly, real estate agents we should not either. The awards don't mean anything. What you're going to bring to the table, your skill level, your skill set, your service is what matters to people that are considering working with you. The next step is including your personality and your values. And this is one that I see a lot. Real estate agent bios are boring. So many of them are just like cardboard, and that's something that I say in my bio. Like, it's just boring and it's dry. And that's not the point of your bio. You want to share your personality, share your values, share your hobbies, share a little bit about your personal life. This is your opportunity to put information out there that is about you and what it's like working with you so that you attract the right clients. You've got to open up a little bit. I'm not saying list your whole life story in your agent bio, but if you like cooking, include that. Or if you are into a certain sport or volunteer with a local organization, include all of that into your bio and work your personality into your bio. If you are like me and you like to joke around and you don't take things too seriously, go ahead and include that in there because you want to be able to connect with your clients. People work with agents because they like and trust them, and that's your job, is to develop that trust and share a little bit about yourself. Emphasize your commitment to your client's success. And this is a really important one as well. This should be a fairly big section in your bio because you want to give examples of how you are committed to your client's success. That is your top priority. That should be every agent's top priority. So share what processes you have in place, what systems you have in place, how you go about servicing your clients. If there's something very unique that you do for all of your clients, like maybe you pay for their house to be cleaned before it goes on the market, just an example. Include that. Show how you are going to be a part of the team working to accomplish their real estate goals. This last one is going to be something to add once you get a couple sales under your belt. If you are brand new to real estate, don't worry about it. This can always come down the road after you've worked with a couple clients. But if you have a couple sales under your belt, or even if you have a couple rentals under your belt, include client testimonials and client experience. So it could be extracting a quote that a client left in a review. It could be a video testimonial. There's lots of ways to go about this, but what this does is reinforce everything you've just said in your bio. It always has a little bit more powerful punch if it's coming from someone that you've worked with. And it doesn't have to be a video by any means. They do work really well, but it can be a review that someone left that you then extract some information from to include in your bio because it aligns with everything you've just shared with potential clients. Getting those in there once you get that experience under your belt, it doesn't have to be a massive section, but be sure to ask for those client reviews so that after you've worked with a couple clients, you can add that into your bio. So there you have it. Those are the steps to follow to create a compelling real estate agent bio. Make sure that it draws your clients in. This is your chance to make a great first impression and cause them to want to take the next step to see about working with you. Put in that effort to your bio. Make sure it's not dry and boring. Nobody wants to read that Joe has been licensed for 20 years and has sold 500 houses. It's so boring. It's so played out. Be you in your bio. Invest that time into it, put the effort into it, and make sure that it's something that a potential client is going to want to keep reading. Before we part ways, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're interested in more insights on how to build your real estate business without ever making a cold call. As always, I hope you got some value from this, and until I see you on the next one, take care.